Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Think about what I just said. We're going to see what Vince Carter can really do. Now, I saw what Vince did 25 years ago and still find words, and it struggles to find good words for it. But one thing's for certain, when he left the ground, I was right over here as a judge, and whether you're a judge like me or even a fan watching at home, you'll never forget the 2000 dunk contest right here in the Bay. Oh, excuse me, Yay area, starring Vince Carter.
I shot the whole thing, but I had no idea I was going to document history. When Vince threw down that first dunk, man, my jaws dropped. A shockwave hit us, and I was right there when he poured in his lovely white Vince. We had no idea we were about to see the greatest dunk ever, over and over. The Vince show was just getting started.
I was right here, the worst place to be, because that night, there were 5 of us up against Vince. He was my teammate. I knew what he could do, but still, I was in shock just like everyone else. The 5 of us looking at each other like, what are we supposed to do? One dunk, and we were irrelevant.
Most of us weren't there, but I've studied the tapes, memorized every move. It's mandatory viewing. When I competed in the 2018, I carried Vince's performance with me for every dunk. My last dunk even was a tribute to him. And after all that, I was holding up the trophy.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but when you're talking about frame after frame, explosive power, there aren't enough words in any language to describe it. Now, a lot of you may have seen TikTok or this dunk before, but now you're gonna see all 5 right now in order. So trust me, only one way to really see it is from the start to the end of every dunk with every reaction. Even before it's finished, I think you'll agree, it's over! Let's roll it, y'all.
Here is the man that this crowd wants to see. Vince Carter with told Kenny Smith that he has 4 dunks that no one has ever seen. And here is Vince Carter with his first shot.
Let's go home! Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen! Let's go home!
Here is the second dunk of the night for Vince Carter. And Vince adding to the repertoire. Vince Carter getting the timing down with Tracy McGrady.
It's over, ladies and gentlemen!
The judges are coming over the table to congratulate Vince Carter.
All right, Vince Carter with his first on the final round.
Hey, let's see if there's a trampoline out there when he's doing this stuff.
Here comes Carter and puts it down.
I'm just happy to win, and maybe one day I'll look back at the tapes and compare, but I'm not going to compare. I'll let others compare.
Fans, please welcome Vince Carter.
Thank you very much. I'm proud to be a part of NBA dunk history. That was a night I will never, ever forget. But tonight, it's not about me. It's about the young players stepping into the new spotlight. They're putting themselves out there with the belief that they will put their own stamp on dunk history. I didn't know my night was going to be so historic, but that's why we compete, right? You never know when you're going to see the next Blake Griffin, Jay Rich, Zach LaVine, you know, somebody coming out here doing big things. But tonight, these guys are ready. This moment is theirs for the taking. So let's go! Oh, by the way, it's over.
Now it's time for the 2025 AT&T Slam Dunk.
they say, look out for the quiet ones. When it comes to talking, he lets his raw physicality and sheer power do that for him. If he's in it, he can win it. This low-key, tough-as-nails look reminds me of the calm but commanding Jason Kidd with hops. He and Wemby are already being hailed as Area 51. How appropriate, as the guy is a UFO. So while you won't hear him bark, I assure you, this dog can bite. Stephon Castle, make him proud, Rook.
From the San Antonio Spurs, Stephon Castle.
He was an NCAA college basketball champion at UConn. He was the number 4 overall pick by the Spurs. Coupled with Wembanyama, they've become, as you heard now, one of the great young tandems in the league, and here he goes.
Right off the start. Sneaky bounce, right, guys?
For sure. But you got to factor nerves.
That's a nice start.
I've seen that before. I like that. That's how you
Now,
start.
a reminder, you can help choose tonight's AT&T Slam Dunk Champion by scanning the QR code on your screen.
See, here's a 360 with a windmill. That's what he cupped it back. It's tough, like you know. It's tough to be the first dunker, though, because the crowd isn't even warmed up yet.
Right.
And so they're waiting to get excited. It's like the first dance at a party. Like, no one's going all out.
Right.
First dance at the party.
But at the same time, that is a dunk that it's a dunk he feels he can do. But now, like I said, he's putting the pressure on the next group because you have to come up with something that's as flashy.
And he made it on the first try.
That's
And he
all that
made it
matters.
on the first try. And shout out to his dad, Stacy, who played for Miami basketball.
Oh, goodness. Of course you were going to get that in, Kenny. Okay, that score is reflective of a guy's first dunk and being the first guy out.
And judges don't even want to give 10s right away.
Right.
They want to warm up.
Now, let's meet our next dunker.
Hunger for the spotlight, for the respect. And Matas is going to make sure you hear about it. The big guy with an even bigger attitude eats and drinks nothing but the game. Maybe that appetite comes from a competitive streak that's borderline insane. I see some Tony Kukoc, maybe a little Karolinko in this game. He's got the same crazy work ethic. In fact, he's been grinding nonstop since he joined the league a few months ago. But tonight, that hunger is focused on a dunk trophy that hasn't been seen in his Whitney City since MJ. He's got that trash talk down. He's got the chops to back it up. And he's got all the ingredients. It's time to eat. This kid is gonna be special. Now let's see what you got, kid.
And now, from the Chicago Bulls, Matas Bucelis.
He grew up in the Chicago area. His mom and dad both played professional basketball in Lithuania. He was one of the most talked about high school players in the country. Player of the year in 2 different states. An 11th overall pick by the Bulls.
But he played in 2 states in high school? What did he do?
New Hampshire and Kansas.
How can he play in 2 states? What did he
Just did.
Summer school?
Just trust me on that.
What was summer school?
I tell you, he walked out here with the swag. Like,
Yes, he did.
He's owning the moment.
I mean, the guy got a pink shoe on and a yellow shoe on.
Now, a reminder, you can help choose tonight's AT&T Slam Dunk Champ. Scan the QR code.
Oh, okay, I like that. I like that. I do like
The
that.
creativity here,
But
guys.
here's the thing, that now we kind of have an idea. If you don't feel like you're going to do it, don't show us what's there.
But Vince, remember when Tracy bounced the ball the first time too? We still didn't know what you got.
Correct. And I feel like that's important.
He has 2 more attempts here.
You know, he got this. He got this. Go ahead, young fella.
The other thing that plays a factor is the ball.
Yeah.
That ball's not bouncing like he needs it to.
Oh,
It doesn't have enough air.
Why don't we have a light blue ball?
I don't know.
Okay.
2 more attempts available.
Come on, get this young fella. That's it.
Now here, I would switch ball. I would go to the other ball.
Without question.
Like the regular ball.
Yeah,
Regular
ball
bounce.
bounce.
Regular bounce. Regular bounce. The thing I've been practicing with my whole life.
Yes. Because watch on the bounce how it dies. Guys, there you go.
At least that got up.
Yeah. But see now the adjustment, he's been practicing just a regular bounce. That one he tried to bounce it a little harder to get more bounce up to him.
That was a nice dunk, though. That would have been a nice dunk. That's a good dunk.
We'll never know.
It's still a good attempt. Now he gonna shoot the 3. I'm just like, yo.
Might as well do something, right?
Oh, no, you see the bounce? It was a bounce.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
all bounce placement. It was ball placement.
See here how
he's high
it
enough to
dies
get
on him?
Look, his head is near the rim.
Yeah.
You can easily play that, for sure.
How long do you think these guys been practicing this leading up to this night?
Good,
Well,
that's
I know now they have a dunk coach. So they have a guy working with them. I mean, we practice.
a dunk coach.
Yeah, they have a guy that can confide in. And so I'm sure they've been working on it weeks. And I'm okay with that because that just shows want to. I want to put on a performance instead of
absolutely.
just going out here and just freestyling and winging it.
Now, let's meet our next dunker.
Hey, remember the bunny? The one that keeps going and going and going? Well, ask any buck in the 414, and they'll tell you this next guy never runs out of juice. Maybe the highest energy baller this contest has seen. Reminding me of another fully amped Andre, Mr. Iguodala. He's known as Action Jackson because every time he hits the hardwood, yeah, he's about that action. Oh, and did I mention he basically lives his life above the rim? He's pure energy, 100% fully charged. Now let's see what happens when we plug him in to the big show.
This place is about to go crazy.
Ready? And action. Andre Jackson Jr.
From the Milwaukee Bucks, Andre Jackson Jr.
Yes.
See that? Little bounce.
From UConn, NCAA champion, here he is, Andre Jackson. Scan the code, by the way, to vote, folks. You are a part of the voting process tonight.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite, Kevin.
So let me ask you a question. We've seen his in-game dunks.
Yeah.
How is he like in a stage environment like
Look how
that?
fast he's going. It's gonna be great. Oh, he slipped. He slipped.
Yep.
He slipped right before he got there.
Yep.
He slipped.
And I hate to say the sneakers do matter.
Yeah.
Like you don't want the broken in shoe that are still a little slippery. You can
He
tell.
switched up. He switched up.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh,
So those are nerves. Those are nerves.
those are those.
Because he's definitely
Now that's 2 down.
Right.
Now he's certainly thinking about it now.
Right.
Keep it in your hands, young man.
I would tell him, take a deep breath. You have plenty of time. There you go.
Yeah.
2 attempts left.
Oh. And see, these are dunks that he would have completed in the game.
Without question. Without question. His name Jackson. The other Jackson couldn't jump over a piece of it.
Oh.
And that.
And what Action Jackson is that?
His first name's Mark.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, man. Come on. Calm down, baby. You got this.
Take your time.
There you go.
You just want to make one.
There you go. There you go. Just make it.
And at the end of the day, it's not a bad move. You're putting the pressure, obviously, on Matt McClung to have to make a dunk, but Rosales didn't make a dunk.
Right? No, you're not putting the pressure on Matt McClung, because Matt McClung puts the pressure on you.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you have to get a score.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Well, he's on the board.
Yes.
He scored, right? It wasn't either one of his first two dunks, which to me were a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
This just gets him on the board as Giannis celebrates.
And it's just nerves, you know. And I say this: when you play the game, you have a teammate. Here, you're out there by yourself performing and putting on the show.
It's the first time. It's the first time you walk out.
The judges and official score, 43.
And you're by yourself.
By yourself. Yeah.
Still in second place with that.
Now, let's meet our final dunker.
Guess who's back? He shook the world and blew our minds with a duo of performances that had everyone making that stank face. 2023, trophy. 2024, he ran it back. Two dominant preludes that bring us to the big finale. But let me make something clear. No player has ever completed the three-peat. Ever. The question, is there a limit to how many times this gravity-defying, jaw-dropping beast can shock us? Well, I'm not betting against him. Would be a sight to see if Mac makes three. San Francisco, the champ is here. Mac McClung.
The reigning back-to-back AT&T Slam Dunk champion, here to defend his title from the Orlando Magic, Mac McClung.
That's the dunk coach. Oh, that's his dunk coach. Okay, I got it. Oh.
We just got keys.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, is he bringing out a car on first joint? Oh, my goodness.
And I'll tell you what, guys, if I'm Mac McClung watching what we've seen, my first dunk, if I don't make it, I am swinging for the fence.
No,
What's happened so far? Why not?
but I'll tell you what, if I miss it,
Here it comes.
Here it comes. It's going to go in reverse. I'm going to take it off the court.
Right.
Here it comes. I'm going to kick that car in reverse.
Yeah, I can do something else. Well said. He has options.
That's a hot car. What is that?
K5, you know what that is?
Oh, Kenny Bob? Oh, Kia.
Little shades of Blake Griffin coming in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look how he's warming up now.
As you should.
Fans, you can vote by scanning the QR code. You can be a part of the vote process.
But see the difference between Matt, Kevin, and Reggie? Vince? Drama. Everybody loves a good drama.
And it's building in here right now. The car coming in
comedy.
That's right.
We don't want a comedy here. We want drama. And he is bringing it. Here it is. And everybody's standing up in the back. They're looking at the car. Where's he going to get placed?
How are you backing this car up? Correct.
Where are you going to jump over it, through it, sideways? Ladies and gentlemen, this young man has creativity. I didn't believe it when I first saw him walk on the floor. I was like, there's no way this guy looks like he sells insurance. He's going to come out here.
Oh my God, come on. He sells insurance.
Yeah, the same way I saw when I see Chris Paul, I'll be like, he does look like a guy that sells insurance. He's small. This guy doesn't look like a dunker.
So think about this, where he's parked the car and look at the sunroof. So if somebody's getting in the car, possibly throwing up the sunroof. So it gives you options of what?
Or will be holding it.
Okay, so yeah, now he can catch, he jumps over it. He now can dunk backwards. He can do it.
He's going to jump over and jump backwards. I'll tell you what. Blake Griffin basically did the same dunk with the car position.
Yeah, correct.
And at that year, it's funny, I was Blake Griffin's dunk coach. And I told him to do it over a convertible. And then he was like, no, I'm going to do it on a hard top.
So dare I say he can catch between the legs. There's a lot of options that he can go with this.
You see everyone standing down.
Drama.
That's impressive in itself. Whoa! That's impressive in itself. Jumping over. It's uncovered the whole car.
He needs to hold the ball a touch higher.
Higher. It wasn't Matt's fault. It was his fault.
A touch higher, yes. So now, he's either going to dunk it backwards or catch it and then dunk it sideways.
Whatever he's going to do, it's impressive.
Right? Gotta catch it first.
Oh my gosh. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Matt.
He said, I'm here. He said, I'm here.
Yeah. Stop.
No, that's
With me. And see, what it does, it puts pressure on these guys who did not make a dunk and has to step up. Now you got to dig deep in the bag.
No, that's what's more impressive, Vince. That is real life flying.
Yes.
That's why those guys in the NBA that are superstars don't want to be in it. They're scared of that. They're scared of them.
The Mac attack.
They're scared.
They're scared of the Mac
Return
attack.
of the Mac.
It's the return of the Mac.
There you go.
Oh my God. Look at
What's
this.
important is to catch
Oh
the
man, look how he's
You know,
He's still holding
if he
on
doesn't
to
get
the
it 50, that's
ball
over.
over the car.
Correct. He gets his hands on the outside of the ball to be able to spread his feet to soar over the car. I tell you what, you make the dunk, but the landing is most important.
He cleared the car. He's all right.
Yeah, man, I've seen guys jump over cars, but they jump over the small car.
Yeah.
He jumped over the highest part of the car.
Yeah.
We should have put an SUV out there from that.
50!
50?
Oh,
Yeah, that's got to be 50.
That's a 51.
Yeah.
That's been Carter. It's Dr. Doc loves it. My God.
Doc loves it.
Yeah, that position they don't hold on.
I love it.
Oh, he clipped the car.
Yeah.
He clipped. Look at his left foot. Look at his left foot. Right there.
Yeah. That's big time.
He clipped it.
We'll continue with the first round of the 2025 AT&T Slam Dunk. After this on TNT. And then Jackson, then Castle, then McClung.
All right, Vince. So I got to ask you. So apparently he went out with his best that he didn't do in round one. So what could he personally have left?
Best available right now. He could do between the legs. This could be a windmill.
Yeah, that was a disappointing one. Like, I'm disappointed in myself.
If anything, that should have been your go-to for number one when you were missing.
Gotcha. Because
Did he
I
even
like the
dunk
dunk.
it?
It's just the finish. It's not hard enough.
Yeah.
It almost looks like he's not high enough.
well, it's
He did dunk it.
It
But
leaves
he
you.
needs so
It
much
leaves you.
power in this
That's
room.
great in slow motion.
And you kind of feel like you're already defeated. You just
Yeah.
trying to get it over.
He
with.
doesn't
Oh, look at
dunk.
his head, though.
Yeah, he's
Look
looking
at
at
his
it.
head. Look at his head.
Yeah.
This counting and winning.
Because of Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting on the score right now.
I would give that a
For Gonzalez, the
40.
Chicago Bull.
44 to 45.
Yeah.
40 was his first. And
Oh, wow. Very nice.
7 plus will be the score here, 47-4.
I tell you.
That's a good redeem dunk there. By the young fella.
I think it's just a safe face. Like, he's doing a good job of saying it.
Slow-mo, that's nice,
Because
though,
he's
Kenny.
a better dunker than this.
He is.
He's disappointed.
But again, I'll go to this, Vince, because you captured everyone's imagination. It's being in the moment, right?
Correct.
And this moment, it changes people.
It's
Yes.
over.
100%. Like you're out there by yourself.
Nick McClung dunk turns me to flies, too.
Oh, again?
There's no way I can win this.
Another dunk.
Andre Jackson of the Milwaukee Bucks will be out there. The second round draft choice is ready to go. Got a 43-8 the first round.
See, I like the dunk, but I would throw it off the backboard from the middle.
But the problem is he's not getting the lift that he wants for that dunk. You need more lift for this dunk to give you more hangs late. So you yeah, now he's late. He just has to slow
If the
down.
pass too hard, is the ricochet coming off too
I
hard?
think that's why we do it
Off the backboard.
The pass is bad.
I just like off the backboard. Because if you put it off the backboard, you can see the whole rim.
He should practice it one more time. That's a better pass. Now, at this point, Like I go to something else.
You know what? At this point, I'm telling my guy with the pajamas on, he's got to sit down. I'm like, no, she's going. Just don't coach. Oh, he jumped pajamas though. There you go. Didn't want that. I'm not mad.
And like I said, it's just these guys are very capable. And I want the world to understand it's not easy to come up here.
No, that's what I'm saying. Being able to come in the moment. Yes.
You know?
There we go.
Vince Carter is sitting over there. What are you talking about? Dr. J. No, I would be more nervous watching Vince Carter if I was 25 years old than Oscar Robertson. I'm just letting you know. Oscar Robertson is the greatest of my time.
Right. But these guys know insanity.
They know half man, half amazing.
Uh-oh. Come on, guys. The Doc Yarn. But it's nerves. Like, nerves play a huge factor in this. And like I said,
45.
Like, you come out here and you see this crowd, you're on your own. You can't pass to a teammate.
You got to win the crowd. And that's one thing Matt McClung has done the last 2 years. He has won the crowd because he's made his dunks.
You know, you can't, when you miss a dunk in a game, you can make a good defensive play. Here, you miss a dunk, it's over. That's it. That's all you're doing. You miss a dunk. Gasol to San Antonio scores 47.2 the first time. Needs 41-6 to advance.
Back pass.
So all these guys use the same dunk coach because your guy is back out there.
I mean, on his one knee.
What, is Chris Paul not in the building?
Oh, Casso!
And I tell you what I like about it. He caught it and didn't rush it, but it was smooth transition back to the board. And that's what you want. You want to make the dunk, in my opinion, look easy. Like you can go outside and do it yourself. Like here's the catch, slow, look at the rail. There you go.
Nice.
Very nice.
You know what? He said very nice. That was like a Luther Vandross and Sade song.
Hey guys, could he have gone one more turn? Could he have gone one more turn?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? I think he should have went one more turn.
But here's bad state. Being safe because of the two guys.
By the way, his dad played college basketball, Wake Forest with Tim Duncan for one season.
Oh wow, that what it is today.
Yeah.
No, 93 and 4. I missed it.
And he played for Jet Academy, aim high.
Wow.
That's
Goodness. Jet Academy.
Yes, indeed.
But here's the thing for Castle.
Ooh, high score.
A safe dunk because of what the two guys in front of you.
48 something.
47.8.
47-8. You know how everyone jumps over Shaq?
Oh, he should have kept turning.
Yeah, he could have kept turning. He could have done 360.
360.
Yeah,
Should have turned one more time.
For sure. But you know how everyone jumps over Shaq in the dunk contest?
That's a 180.
Look how tall Woodley now is.
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher.
I don't know if you can. He is
Yeah,
like
he's
4 inches
one
taller than
now.
Shaq.
Yeah, it's not
That's all 95.
So look how the guy holding the ball is placed. He's
38
standing.
point. What? He's gonna get, if he misses all of them, he's still gonna
This
advance.
could be the one arm on the back.
It's McClung.
Yep.
Oh! It's over! It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's just see what.
It's over. I beat that from 10 Smith.
And then we call it a wrap. And we leave. We just do 5 dunks. Nobody else shows up. We put music to it. We got, what, 2 of my favorite artists over here. We got her.
That's almost the same dunk he did last year. So he didn't touch the backboard. He did the 360.
The beautiful thing about that dunk is once he got, you look right here, he gets the ball. Look at the patience. Patience. Now it's time to turn. Now you see what I'm saying? Now you get patience in the air. Turn. You're showing hang time. Look what he's hanging time. He's looking over here first.
Look at that. He's looking at the ball. He's looking at the stands. He's like, is he vaulting a little off that kid too? Is he pushing?
No, not at all. Not at all.
He's not going to get it any higher.
Okay, even if he did, he's still hanging in the air, showing patience, looking away from the rim, then returning, reversing course for a dunk. Yes.
Oh, 50 again. Another perfect score. So you got 100.
There's no doubt about it.
So you have Cassell, and McClung in the final round.
G League in scoring. He was the G League Rookie of the Year. He's trying for a three-peat. He'll go against the five.
Nobody has three-peated in the history of the dunk contest.
you go. That's okay. I like that.
Through the net,
Which is tough.
and back up with a finish.
Yes, okay. Now, if you feel yourself losing the ball, put it between the legs. Now we know.
There you go. All right, Steph.
Slow down.
Come on, man. Get up, young fella.
But see, he's going too fast. He's not giving the coach a chance to shoot the ball.
No,
Right?
it's the shot.
You can't make that shot. Are you kidding me?
Because he's going too fast. See what I'm saying? He's going too fast.
You know what?
It's a process.
I don't think he has those kind of. Obviously, he can make this dunk. You got to be way up to do what he's getting ready to
But he's
do.
there too fast.
Also, this is not the playground match. These are the NBA now. That ball is going straight through. Oh, no, he can do it.
He can do it. No, but he's slowed down. He has to give the ball a chance to get off the backboard before he starts. So it gets through the net. He's now catching
Here
it at
is
the bottom of the net.
Cassell. He moved up in. Oh, Cassell. It's good. Cassell gets the jam in with 19 seconds left on the clock. Look at this thing. They made it first, and then Cassell between the legs dunk.
Waited a half a second, allowing the ball to get through the long net so he can catch it to get the ball between his legs. See now,
Looking like the Predator. The Predator. He's got the Predator dunk going. Yes, Pops loves it. Pops loves it. Yeah, he surprised me on that. I didn't think he could.
He just finished. It's crazy. Dude, no way he doesn't get a 50.
Because he wasn't
If
excited.
he doesn't get the 50, this is a problem.
He wasn't exterior.
What? That should be all 50. How is that a 49, Jesse? 49.6.
You know what? But T-Max,
So then-
it took him, what, 3 or 4 times?
So then T-Max gonna have to get a
hey,
perfect.
that's why I said you're in the championship now.
40. He has to have a 49.7 or better.
He was rushing. It wasn't the passer's fault. It was his.
Yeah, he's getting there too early, so he's trying to catch the ball as it's coming halfway through the net as opposed to already at the bottom.
I think McClung.
I think he might win the dunk.
The guy is spinning.
Oh.
Takes it out.
But there's two basketballs out there. Which one is that?
McClung has to get a perfect though. Ooh! Dude, this is new. He is very creative. This is the most creative.
That you could never do in a game. So they're all.
This is the most creative I've seen. So you got a ladder, and then you got a man.
Jumping over cars, like
A double dunk?
if he has
This might be impossible.
just go down the
I don't think he's having a 50. I think he will have a 50.
only you can do this in a
If he has 3 straight 50s, he's crazy.
It's like, what else? A guy spinning on a hoverboard, like what? Oh my God!
I feel like this is gonna be illegal.
As he's spinning, spin, young man.
No way. Oh! It's over!
You are being challenged for the greatest dunker in dunk history. You are being challenged right now.
It's over! Oh my goodness! That's a 50. And it was first try, and that's just Mac McClung.
Like the imagination, the creativity, grab the other one, punch down. Come on, man. You gotta get high. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's illegal.
Come on, stop it.
He is too good at dunking.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
First try, too.
I will say this like I said last year. This young man is.
He always does it in the first 3 attempts.
He wants to be here and put on the show, and he's giving us just that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
That's a 50, man. That isn't a 50, that's illegal.
They don't want this smoke. They don't want this. Zion, you want this smoke? They don't
Hey, 50s! 50s!
all 50. Zion said he could do that at a 360.
150.
And he can.
They're all dunks.
He's hit 50 perfect scoring every time he's been out there.
That might be the second best dunk I've ever seen. Oh man!
That's the best dunk
You
I've
know what's the
seen.
key to this is getting
And the reason I'm not sitting first because I just want to leave space if I got something.
Yeah, Castle could
The
get
only
the
reason I can say first, Kevin, I
I just needed to leave some space. But that is definitely the second best dunk I've ever seen. All right, here we go.
Let's see, he has
Number 2 for Stephon Castle.
Slow down. Slow down.
Well, this is on his own. No assistance.
Hey! You're up there! Castle!
Appreciate that. That is tough.
With the left. Yes, with the left. Come on, people. With the left.
Did you know he had this kind of option? Yes. Yes.
2 chains in the building.
There he is.
Did you know he had this type? I had no. Oh, man. Wait, is that kind of cup?
Yeah.
By the way, was that cup? Vince, was that cup?
Watch the transition. There's your transition going away from the rim. Now
That's cup. That's cup.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's a
Come on, man.
That's a minimum.
Hey, listen to me. That puts pressure on Matt.
Yeah. And Red, that's an end game dunk. If you were by yourself in the game, you actually can do that.
That puts pressure on Matt.
If that's not 50, this is illegal.
50. That's 49.
Bring out the 50! 50. So McClung has to get a perfect score here to win this contest.
With a guy 12. With a guy 12.
It has to be higher than 50. No! Bring out Wembanyama. You want to hurt? I want him to jump over Wembanyama. That's something you need to practice.
No, you don't. It's not if you're Matt McClung. Not if you're McClung.
Okay. How tall is Wemby again? 75. Yeah,
all right, let's see it. Here we go. He's telling me to get up. I'm going to get up, dude. 0.7.
Oh, wait, he's adding more props. Is that a peak team?
Is that Evan Mobley?
No,
he wants to get higher.
Oh, whoa, okay.
There's a man over there that's just as tall as that. And you don't need the prop.
His name is Wembanyama.
Why didn't you get one of these? You shouldn't have one of them. Why didn't you bring out Wembanyama? How many people can dunk on Wembanyama over Wembanyama?
Gets another block.
Look, I feel like McClung is interesting.
That's crazy.
If this
That's the point.
down,
This is what he should. He's in control. He should put Wembanyama on top of him.
final dunk. McClung could win the contest. If he
I think he's going to put the best.
McClung. Oh! That's over! It's over!
He jumps over, hits the front of the rim.
When you see it in slow motion, folks, you're going to like it.
Come on, you know. I got no.
50!
I see that.
50!
Watch. Get to here.
Okay, so he jumps over him.
Look at his
And then,
eyes. Look at his head.
That's for
and then he hits the rim. And then he two-hand dunks it with so much power.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, yeah. Good night.
What do you need him? Where's night night?
No way, that's not a 50, bro. If you don't give him a 50, you should be banned from the league. You should not be allowed to.
Yeah, well done.
And that's why he wanted us to look at it in slow motion.
But that's understanding the situation. You won't get it originally until you see it on replay.
And he made it.
50! He needs a...
There should be no 49 in there. I wish it was 25.
There ain't,
Oh, that would be one.
Dang! He won it! He won it! And the first time in the dunk contest has somebody three-peated.
Earned and deserved. Well earned and deserved.
Yes, he did a great job. And I think Castle, once he settled down, yes, he was able to give a better, himself, making a better competition.
Mainly. Let's take a look at that dunk through Candace's Dunk Cam. It's presented by AT&T. The tap and then the flush.